Hello, my marvelous muses. How are we doing, guys? So I wanted to pop in here and before the video and let you know that this video that you're about to see, the beginning of it was filmed before, I believe it was before I went to the dentist. And it's taken a while to get it done, and I'll explain more about that later on. But I just wanted to give a quick update. I went in today, paid the money, and I go back Wednesday, this coming Wednesday at 9 o'clock to get my impression made for my dentures. And then I go September the 9th, and that's when they do the surgery, and I come home with my dentures that day. So, just wanted to update you guys. So, it's a week after my birthday. I thought they were going to set it on my birthday. I was like, no, because my birthday is the 3rd of September. But yeah, this is the dentist office that I'm going to. It's at Oakland Park, Florida. And, yeah, so I go in and get the impression done. They were going to do the impression today, but I was with my friend, and I knew she had a bunch of stuff. She had a bunch of running she had to do. And we had to go grocery shopping and stuff, and I knew she probably didn't have time to wait for me to get the impression done today. So I'm going in Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. to do it. So I just wanted to update you guys on that. And now we're going to get into the video. Like I said, the beginning of it happened before all this stuff happened. So if you hear me talking about stuff, just ignore it. And then when we get towards the end of the video, you'll be back to where I am right now. So we're going to finish the video. I'll see you then, guys. Bye. Hello, my marvelous muses. How are we doing, guys? So hope everyone's having a wonderful night. Hope y'all are doing good. So tonight we're going to be doing the box. It is the box with the, to go with that watch that we did the other night. The watch is actually, might fit in the box. I don't know. It's kind of iffy if it will or not. But we are going to do it in Miami Dolphins colors, because that's the football team he likes. And I've got my resin mixed up already. We're going to divide it up. We're going to put our mica powders in it, and then I'm going to run it through the debubbler. Before I do that, I just want to welcome everyone. Say welcome to my channel. Please subscribe if you have not already. My name is Marva, and let's get started making this box. So the first thing we're going to do, I mixed up 8 ounces of resin. I have stirred it for 4 minutes. I have something in my mold. There we go. So I'm going to pour about half of this into here. Wait. There we go. Okay. So, Miami Dolphins colors are kind of a coralish orange. Pretty much orange. I mean, I had to print a different logo, but this is their logo. So, these are the colors I'm going to... Actually, this is a little lighter than what I want, huh? Let me look and see what other blue I got here right quick. But this is the orange that we're going to go with. Right here. It's pretty close. I might try to darken it up just a hair too. Let me see what we got here. That's too much. Maybe if I mix just a touch of that and this together, that'll work. And then I don't know what color I should mix with that to go. I'm going to go with this color on orange. It's close enough. if I had to put just a touch of brown in this. Just the slightest smidgen of brown. I don't know. I'm worried that if I do too much, yeah, no, we're going to leave it like this. And then here we are going to mix let's do 2 of these, and then we'll do 1 of the other color. So I have phthalo green and universal blue. There we go. Okay, let's see what color we got here. The resin I'm using is Bond Crafters. It is the 1-to-1. Oh yeah, this is a much better color here. Alright. Got orange on here already. Oh. All right. Okay, so we got that one mixed up. I'm gonna put that on in the debubbler. Same thing here with the orange. Okay. Stick that in here with the other one. Alright. We're going to let this cure. We're going to let this debubble and we'll be back to pour. I'm going to actually pour this into my split cup. And we're going to pour it this way and try to get a cool pattern with it. So I'll be back when it's done in the debubbler. Bye. Okay, so I'm back. So this mold has a bad habit of like bowing out at the ends. And I made these from a resin mold a long time ago. And these actually work really, really good. And I had them put up and I found them one day when I was cleaning not too long ago. And I thought, you know what? This is going to be the perfect thing to use them for. And so that's my plan here. So that keeps all your sides pushed in. I do want to move this in one more. One more notch. There we go. Perfect. I think that one's good. I don't know. Hang on. There we go. Alright. So now we have our... We're going to move this out of the way for just a second. And I'm going to pour the resin into my split cup. Okay. Alright, and then we'll pour this one in. Alright. I'm going to spray this in here. Spray some alcohol. And I'm going to do like a swirl pattern here. Come on. Okay, and I'm going to turn it. And we're going to swirl. Okay, then we're going to top these off. Alright. And let's see, let's do this way again. Alright. Okay, so this is probably 3/4 of the way full. And that was with 8 ounces of resin. So probably the whole thing is going to take about 14 ounces. Maybe 16. Because I still have to top this off and then the lid. But the lid I'm going to do in the 1 hour promise epoxy. Because I want it to hold the pattern that I pour in it. Alright. So I am going to... I'm probably going to let this cure for just a little bit. Because it's a lot of resin and I don't want it to overheat. It's really hot here tonight. So we're going to let this cure for just a little bit. I am going to push this in just a little bit more on the side here. We're going to spray some alcohol. And I will put that right here. And we'll put this orb here beside it. There we go. There we go. Alright, we'll be back when it's time to pour the next layer in. And we'll pour the lid in. I'll see you then, guys. Bye. We're back. So this is almost cured. So we're going to do this layer next. Okay. I'm going to dump some of this in. And then we're going to dump some of the blue. And the orange over here in this cup right here. Alright. Okay. Let's stir this up really good. Okay. Then we're going to spray this. I already see where I sprinkled powder on the outside here accidentally. I have my fan on in here, that's why. Alright. So. Okay. Alright, I did not fill it all the way up because I want to put a saying on it. And I gotta have room to pour clear cut when I do. Okay, let's do the rest of the orange here. Alright, so we're gonna kind of swirl this here. We got a little bit of blue over there. Alright, I'll wipe my stick off here. Okay, we will come back in about an hour and I will put the the Cricut vinyl on top with the saying. We will demold it and we will put the dolphin on the front. And I have some little footballs that I'm going to put on the bottom for feet. So that way, I have these little football beads. We're going to put some of these on the bottom for feet. So, it'll be all awesome. And it's going to go with the watch. So, that's cured enough. I don't need it. Yeah, that's pretty cured. I could probably demold this, but I'm just going to wait the hour. Well, it'll be probably 2.5 hours. I'm going to go ahead and wait before I demold all of it. I think I'm going to push this up against. Alright, I'll see you guys when this is done. We'll be ready to put the vinyl on. Bye. Guys, we are back. So we're not going to take out the lid. And I'm not going to put the printout on it because she wants me to put gold on it. And honestly, I don't think that's the right color for it. So I'm going to try to talk her out of that for the writing on the top. I feel like with it being Miami Dolphin colors, I feel like we need to do white lettering on the top. I'm going to put these handy. I've had these made for a while, and there's several times I've been wanting to use them, and I couldn't remember where I put them. So these are going to be right here handy where I can get to them when I need them. Because a lot of times I get these these square molds that need help. So tonight we're just going to finish the bottom. Oh, I got to bring it up to me, guys. Okay. What do we think? I like this side better. Now, is this going to fit? Nope. I'm going to have to shrink it down. So yeah, well, I was going to post this video tonight, but I think I'm going to wait now till tomorrow and do it. Simply because, like I said, I want to tuck her into a different color on the lid. That's going to be cool. I just don't like this. I don't like the gold for the writing. I don't think it's a good color to go with the orange and the blue. Yeah, and I'm going to do a different logo. I'm not sure I like this logo. I mean, I like it. It's just... I mean, I could make it fit, but we'd lose part of the stars. Yeah, I'd rather reprint it. So yeah, I'm going to reprint the logo, and tomorrow we'll come back. I'm going to talk to her and see if we can do white adding the lid. Because she wants to skip stash on the lid. So I think we're going to do it. I'm going to talk her into doing white. Maybe Maybe white and blue. I don't know. White, at least. Because I think white would stand out better on there. And you'd see it better. We can put this in the bottom. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna come back and finish the video tomorrow. I was gonna finish it tonight, but it's gonna take an extra day now. So that's alright. We'll do what we need to do. So I will see you guys in the morning. Bye. Hey guys, so we are back. So I have not printed out the deal for this vinyl for this yet. And if you think it looks different, it does. Because the last video that you saw, the last clip of this you saw where I said I was going to try to get a different color, it never cured. It was the 1 hour promise epoxy and it never cured. That's what happens when you're mixing resin at 3 o'clock in the morning and you're tired and you can't really see because it's kind of dark over in the corner where you're mixing it. And I didn't mix it correctly. And I kind of thought that as I was pouring it, I thought, no, I got it right. And I didn't. So, the resin would not cure. And it wasn't liquid enough that I could just pour it back out. It cured enough to be gooey and sticky. And I couldn't figure out what I was going to do to get it out of the mold. So I ended up putting it in a Ziploc bag and freezing it. That worked. So if you ever get resin stuck in a mold that doesn't cure and you can't get it out, put it in a Ziploc bag. Put it in a couple of it if you want to make sure, you're worried about your food or whatever. Put it in a couple of Ziploc bags and stick it in your freezer. And it came right out. So I had to re-pour it. And now I'm going to cut the vinyl for it and we'll be right back and put the vinyl on it. So I will see you then, guys. Alright guys, we are back. So I've got my vinyl cut out here for the top. I'm just going to put my transfer tape on. And we'll put it on here. And I printed out a different Dolphins logo, a smaller one, to fit on the front here. Cody and I had movie night again tonight. Tonight was Any Which Way You Can. Last week was Every Which Way But Loose. I hadn't seen those movies in forever, so it was kind of cool getting to see them myself. Yeah, pretty funny movies. I think now that he's seen these, he needs to see Cannonball Run 2. He really liked 1, and 2's funny. And 2 has Clyde in it as well. And he really liked Clyde. I did too. I can't lie, Clyde's hilarious. So yeah, we had a good time watching our movies. We've been watching a bunch of them lately, and it's just a lot of fun. Probably the next set we're going to watch, it's going to take us probably several weeks to watch them, but, well, okay, it's going to take a few to watch the first ones, which is, we are going to watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy. But they're long movies, so we're not going to be doing those all in one day. Of course, we're going to watch one day, one night, and then one the next week, and one the week after, and so on and so forth. So, And he also wants to watch the Star Wars. I said, yeah, but we got to watch it in the order I grew up with it. Because now apparently the one we saw years ago is not the first one anymore. But to me, it's the first one. It was the first one I ever saw, so it's always going to be the first one. Okay, we got to get this. Roll it off here. Okay, I don't see an eye. Dot above the eye. There we go. I am out of camera. Sorry, guys. Alright, let's see if we got it here. There we go. There we go. So we're going to put that on. We're going to put this on the front. I'm going to mix up some resin. I'm going to top this off, and we will be back when it's time to demold it. And I think I'm going to put some little football feet on the bottom. Get this off of here. Maybe since I introduced Cody to Clint Eastwood, we need to watch Dirty Harry. The Dirty Harry movies. He'd probably like those too. Alright, which side? This side. Here we go. Miami Dolphins. I gotta just lightly go around this edge here. It's not too bad. But I just want to be sure it's not super sharp. And like I said, I'm going to mix up some resin. Probably going to put this in my curing machine. Just so I'll be done with it tonight. And then we'll be back when it's time for demold. I'll see you then, guys. Hey guys, we are back. So, it is done. We're going to take it out. And I was going to do the little football as feet on the bottom. But I don't think it's going to sit right if I do. I think it's going to sit weird. So I think I may just put it on the top here as a handle. It's going to be a little wimpy handle, but it'll be a handle. So, that's my plan anyway. Alright. Still a little warm, I just took it out of the curing machine. Got a little spot here that needs peeled off. Alright. There we go. Looks very pretty. Very pretty, very psychedelic. Alright. There we go. What do we think? Pretty cute there. So I got resin on this side here. I want to let this cool off a little bit before I work on that part of it. I am going to go just on this bottom edge here. Just take off any sharp pieces. Actually not too bad, but I'm going to give it just a little bit of a, just a little bit here. So yeah, we have the Miami Dolphins box, and it's going the same place this is going, and this will not fit in the box. So I think it's just going to have to lay across the top like that when she gives it to him. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. Backside turned up pretty. So yeah, she can just lay it right here when she gives it to him. I might actually put this in. Thought about putting it in here. Like that. Not quite hard enough yet, but yeah, that'll work. Alright guys, so if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it. It is free to do so. It helps my channel greatly. We are 350 away from 5,000. So if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. It would get me to my 5K, which is what I'm trying greatly to do. So I hope everyone has a wonderful night. I hope your resin cure is beautiful. Your craft projects turn out amazing. I hope you are happy, healthy, safe, and blessed. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Bye.